Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Giriraj
Yes,
Prabhuji.
yes, yes.
Yes.
I am here only. I'm just putting one message. What's the message?
Yeah.
All right. Veda Reading Club. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurunmritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitramne. Namaste Saraswati Gauravan Charani Nirvisheshuni Vadi Pashadini Sarani. Panchakalpatarubhesha Kripa Sindhu Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangam gayatri me kripatamaham Sri Gurum Devatharinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Pavitra Pavitro Vasarva Vasangato Vyasmaret Pundari Kaksham Sabhagya Bhyantam Suchi Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Sri Vishnu Om Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashanti Surya Diva Chakshuratatam Tad Viprasa Vipanyo Jagraham Sasamendade Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare. Thank you very much, devotees, for joining today for reading and reciting. So let me share. We are in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila. We are reading Subodhini guides. So let me share this. We are at 17th chapter. The Lord travels to Vrindavana. Let me find that where we stopped yesterday. (50-52). Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vranda Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. 52 means this section we are at here. So Balabhadra Bhattacharya's service pleases to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I think 52, right? So let me see. 52. Okay, that section. So then it's part of here. Lord Chaitanya passes through the Jharkhand forest. Okay, so let me stop this. Very good. Okay, the animals and birds in the forest chant and dance along with Lord Chaitanya. The Lord gives everyone, including the beels, the holy name and Krishna Prema. So we'll continue here. 57 to 81, Balabhadra Bhattacharya service pleases Lord Chaitanya. 57 to 65, Balabhadra took for Lord Chaitanya and affectionately serves him. 66 to 81, Lord Chaitanya expresses the happiness and embraces Balabhadra, who then offers his prayers. Yeah, we'll continue from here, okay? So, I'll call out names. Sandhya Mataji, Hare Krishna, thank you for joining. Please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat.
Yeah, Dandavat Mataji, please read. 50 to 52, this one. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah. 50 to 52. Lord Chaitanya did not always manifest his ecstasy, but concealed it, being afraid of great crowds. Yet everyone became a Vaishnava simply by seeing and hearing him. Darshana, Shravana, Prabhavi. Thus, he personally toured Bengal, East Bengal, Orissa, and South India, and delivered people by spreading Krishna consciousness. Although Lord Chaitanya is not physically present now, simply by chanting his holy name, people throughout the world become devotees. If one hears about him from books like Chaitanya Charitamrita through the Parampara system, there is no there is no difficulty in becoming a pure Vaishnava. 53 to 54, delivering people. Lord Chaitanya found the people at Jarikhanda devoid of consciousness. He gave even the beels the holy name and ecstatic love and delivered them. Who has the power to understand his transcendental pastimes? Nama prema diya kaila sabara nishtara Chaitanya rakhuta lila bhujite shakti kara. 55 to 56, Mahaprema Visha. The Lord took forests as Vrindavana, hills as Govardhana, and rivers as Yamuna. Thus, filled with ecstatic love, he danced and fell down crying.
Thank you, Matai.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Hare Krishna. Yeah. 57 to 81, Balabhadra Bhattacharya service, please, Lord Chaitanya. Let me call names. Raj Prabhu, are you able to do? Okay. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
Seven.
57 to 81. Balabhadra Bhattacharya service pleases Lord Chaitanya. 57 to 60 in invitations. Along the way, Balabhadra Bhattacharya collected spinach, roots, and fruit. In villages, Brahmanas would extended invitations. People would give grain, milk, yogurt, ghee, and sugar to Balabhadra. Where there were no Brahmanas, non-Brahmana devotees, Shudra Mahajana extended invitations. Note point: accepting of invitations. A Mayavadi sannyasi will accept an invitation only from a Brahmana, but a Vaishnava does not accept an invitation from a Brahmana if he is not a Vaishnava. However, he will accept from a Brahmana or Shudra Mahajana if he is an initiated Vaishnava. 61 to 64 food. Balabhadra Bhattacharya used to cook forest vegetables. He used to keep a stock of food grain that would last for 2 to 4 days. Where there were no people, he would cook the grain and prepare vegetables, spinach, roots, and fruits collected from the forest. The Lord was always very happy to eat these preparations, and he was even happier to stay in a solitary place. 65. Balabhadra was so affectionate to the Lord that he served him just like a menial servant. His assistant Brahmana carried the water pot and garments. 66 to 76. The Lord Chaitanya's pleasure. The Lord used to bathe 3 times a day in warm waterfalls and eat himself with a fire. Feeling very happy, he said, "My dear Balabhadra, I traveled very far through the forest without the uh, slightest trouble. Before this, I wanted to go Vrindavana, and on the way, I went to Bengal and saw my mother, the Ganges, and the devotees. However, great crowds began to follow me through Sanatana. Krishna taught me a lesson, and by some impediment, he was mercifully brought me on a forest path to Vrindavana. Krishna is an ocean of mercy and is especially merciful to the poor and fallen. Without his mercy, there is no possibility of happiness. Krupara samudra dinahine dayamana Krishna krupa vina kona sukanahi haya. The Lord embraced Balabhadra and said, "It is only by your kindness that I am now so happy." Can I continue, Prabhu?
1 second, Prabhu. 79 completing. Okay. 77 to 79.
Okay. Balabhadra Bhattacharya humbly said, "My dear Lord, you are Krishna himself and you are merciful Dayamaya. I am most fallen living entities, Adama, Jiva, Chara. But you have bestowed a great favor upon me. You have brought me with you and have mercifully, Krupakari, accepted food prepared by me. Though I am no better than condemned crow, you have made me your carrier Garuda. Thus, you are the independent personality of Godhead, the original Lord. Adhama kakere kaila Garuda samana swa, swatantra Ishvara tumi swayam Bhagavan. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Lalit Mohan Prabhu, after 10 minutes, so let me read. You know, Jain. Is anyone there? Okay. Saraswati Mataji, I'm seeing. Saraswati Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Prabhuji.
Yeah, please continue from the 80 verse.
Edi Prabhuji, 80?
The Supreme Lord's mercy.
82. Okay. 80. The Supreme Lord's mercy. Bhavartha Deepika on Srimad Bhagavatam 1.1.1. Mukam karoti vachalam. A dumb person is made into an eloquent speaker. Pangum langayate girim. And a lame person could cross mountain. Yat kripatam aham vande paramananda madhavam. By the mercy of the transcendently blissful Supreme Personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. 81. In this way, Balabhadra Bhattacharya offered his prayers by rendering service unto the Lord in ecstatic love. He pacified the Lord's mind. 82 to 146. Lord Chaitanya's stay at Varanasi. 82 to 103. Lord Chaitanya meet Tapana Mishra and Chandrasekhara. 82. Lord Chaitanya arrived at Kashi, Varanasi and bathed in the Manikarnika Ghat. 83 to 85. Tapana Mishra came from Ganga Snana, saw the Lord and was astonished. Seeing that the Lord has accepted sannyasa, he became jubilant and clasped the Lord's lotus feet and began to cry. The Lord raised him and embraced him. 86 to 91a. Tapana Mishra then took Lord Chaitanya to the Vishweshwara temple, Lord Bindu Madhava, and to his home and served him. Indeed, he began to dance, waving his cloth. He washed the Lord's lotus feet and drank the wash water along with his family. He also worshipped Balabhadra Bhattacharya and invited the Lord for lunch and had Balabhadra cook. When Lord Chaitanya rested after lunch, Raghu, the son of Tapana Mishra, who massaged his legs, Mishra's family took the Lord's remnants. 91b to 93. Chandrasekhara, a friend of Tapana Mishra, was known to the Lord Chaitanya as his servants. He was a physician by caste and a clerk by profession, living in Varanasi. Chandrasekhara came to see Lord Chaitanya and fell at his lotus feet and began to cry. The Lord embraced him mercifully. Shall I continue, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Mataji. Yeah, I will give it to somebody. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Lavish Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam. Please continue, Prabhu.
86-91. Tapan Mishra then.
This one also.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Sorry, you are not. Okay. This one done, Prabhu.
Okay.
From here you read.
From 94, 98. Okay. Chandrasekhara told Lord Chaitanya, "My dear Lord, you bestowed causeless mercy upon your old servant and gave me your darshana. Due to my past deeds, Prarabdha, I am residing in Kashi where I do not hear anything but the words Maya, Brahman, and discussions on Sad Darshana, the six philosophical theses. Tapan Mishra kindly speaks Krishna Katha to me. We too think of your lotus feet incessantly. You are omniscient, Sarvajana Ishvara, and gave us darshana. Please stay here for some days and deliver us. Varanasi is the chief holy place for impersonalists, Panchopakasha, and worshippers of Shiva, and is not at all suitable for devotees. Vaishnavas like to live in Vishnu Tirtha. Karmaphala is applicable to karmis, not bhaktas. Because devotees are sincere and fully surrendered, they've immediately received relief from all kinds of sinful reactions. 99. Tapan Mishra requested, My dear Lord, as long as you stayed at Varanasi, please do not accept any invitation other than mine. Lord Chaitanya stayed at Kashi for 10 days, being obligated by the request of his two servants, Bhratyavara Vashe, although he had not made such a plan. Mahara, Maharashtrian Brahmana, a Maharashtrian Brahmana used to come daily to see Lord Chaitanya. He was simply astonished to see Lord's personal beauty and aesthetic love for Krishna.
Prabhu, read some
100.
points here. Very nice. Very nice points here mentioned here. 6 systems, that was 6 philosophical theses, Shad Darshana, and then Panchopashakas, 5. Please read, Prabhu, note points. Very important thing. Please read this. 4 and see here, na. So what is this here? Shad Darshana, and then find and above that number 4. That means there are some explanation below. And here Panchopashakas, number 5 here. So there's that explanation here. So please read, Prabhu.
Yeah, 6 system where Vaisheshika are propounded by Kannada Rishi, Nayana by Gautama Rishi, Yoga by Patanjali Rishi, Shankhya by Kapila Rishi, Karma Mimasa by Jainmini Rishi, and Brahma Mimasa or Vedanta by Vedavyasa. Vedanta is what is spoken by Lord Krishna, Vyasadeva, not the Shankarite interpretation. Panchopakashas meditate on the form of Vishnu, Shiva, Ganesha, Surya, and Durga, imagining some form of the impersonal Brahman. Actually, they are not devotees to anyone. To be a servant of everyone is to be a servant of no one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. I think this one also you read. This is another section, this one. So you will ask someone. You read this one also, 102, 103. 102, 103 also read, Prabhu. Okay, I will read. So 102 to 103, Lord Chaitanya refused invitations from the Kashi Brahmanas, saying that he had already been invited somewhere else to avoid associating with Mayavadis. 104 to 114, this section talks about a Brahmana speaks about Lord Chaitanya to Prakashananda Saraswati. So 104 to 105, Prakashananda Saraswati, a great Mayavadi sannyasi, used to teach Vedanta to his followers. A Brahmana who saw Lord Chaitanya behavior spoke to him as follows. 106 to 109. Narayana himself. There is a sannyasi from Jagannath Puri. He has a very well-built, luxuriant body and has a golden complexion. His arms extend to his knees and his eyes are like lotus petals. He has all the transcendental symptoms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by which one takes him to be Narayana himself. Ajanulambita puja, Ajanulambita puja, Kamala Nayana, Yata Kichu Ishwarera, Sarvasa Lakshana. There is one song also. Ajanulambita puja, Kamala Nayana, Yata Kichu Ishwarera, Sarvasa Lakshana. Whoever sees him immediately begins Krishna Sankirtana. So 110 to 112, Mahabhagavata, all the symptoms of a first-class devotee mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam are manifest in his body. His tongue is always chanting Krishna Nama, and from his eyes, tears flow incessantly like the Ganges. Sometimes he dances, laughs, sings, cries, and roars like a lion. 113. His name, Krishna Chaitanya, is all auspicious for the world. His name, form, qualities, and everything about him is unparalleled. Jagat Mangala Tanra, Krishna Chaitanya Nama, Nama Rupe Gune Tanra, Sabha Anupama. 114. Ishvara. Simply by seeing him, one understands that he possesses all the uncommon characteristics of that Supreme Lord. Who will believe it? Who will believe it? So this section will continue. Lalitma Prabhu, are you able to know?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Read, Prabhu.
Text 115 to 121. Prakashananda Saraswati criticizes Lord Chaitanya. Text 115. Prakashananda Saraswati laughed and jokingly spoke to the Brahmana. Text 116 to 117. Sentimental. Yes, I heard about this sentimental Bhavuka sannyasi from Bengal, from the Bharati Sampradaya, a disciple of Keshav Bharati. He is only a pretender, Loka Prataraka. His name is Chaitanya, and he is accompanied by many sentimentalists who dance with him. He tours village to village. Note point, Bhavuka. Lord Chaitanya was considered Bhavuka because he was always seen in Bhava stage. Mayavadis cannot understand this and compare it with a temporary, imitative, emotional exhibitions of pretenders that do not continue for long. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Read some more. Read some more.
Okay. Next, 118 to 120 A. Hypnotizes. Whoever sees him accepts him as Ishvara, since he has some mystic power by which he hypnotizes Mohana Vidya people. He hypnotizes people. That is Mohana Vidya. Even the scholarly Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya became a madman due to his association with this Chaitanya. He is a sannyasi in name only. Actually, he is a first-class magician. Maha Indrajali. Text 120 Bravo, 120B to 121. Okay. No demand in Kashi. His sentimentalism cannot be very much in demand in Kashi. Do not go to see Chaitanya. Just continue hearing Vedanta. If you associate with upstarts, you will be lost in the world and in the next.
Very well. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, one more time we'll read, one more cycle. Again, Sandhya Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. 120.
Yeah.
122. 122 to 128. The Brahmana informs Lord Chaitanya about Prakashananda's comments. 122 to 124. The Brahmana became grief-stricken hearing Prakashananda and left immediately chanting Krishna, Krishna. His mind was already purified by his seeing Lord Chaitanya. Therefore, when he described this to him, Lord Chaitanya mildly smiled. 125 to 128. The Brahmana spoke. When I uttered your name before Prakashananda, he immediately confirmed that he knew your name. While finding fault with you, he uttered your name Chaitanya thrice in contempt. But why could he not utter the names Krishna and Hari? Simply by seeing you, I am moved to chant Krishna Hari. Words like Brahma, Chaitanya, Atma, Paramatma, Jagadisha, Ishvara, Virat, Vibhu, Bhuma, Ishwarupa, and Vyapaka all indirectly indicate Krishna. However, the chanter of these names is not actually attracted to Krishna and his transcendental pastimes.
Very well. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Saraswati Mataji. Hare Krishna, Saraswati Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, మళ్ళీ ఇంకో రౌండ్ చదవండి కొంతసేపు.
ఏది ప్రభుజీ 129 ప్రభుజీ?
Yes.
Okay. 129 to 43. Lord Chaitanya explained why Mayavadis cannot chant. 129 to 130. The Mayavadis are great offenders. On to Lord Krishna. Mayavadi aparadi. They simply utter the words Brahma, Atma and Chaitanya. Thus, Krishna Nama does not manifest in their mouth. 130b to 133. Krishna and his name are identical. Krishna's name, personality, Swarupa, and form, Vigraha, or body are all the same and are transcendently blissful. But the conditioned soul's name is different from his body, his original form, and so on. Deha dehira nama namira Krishna nahi Veda Jivera Dharma Nama Deha Swarupe Vibeda. 133. Krishna's name equal to Krishna. Padma Purana. Nama Chintamanihi Krishna's. Krishna's name is transcendently blissful and gives all spiritual benediction, for it is Krishna himself. Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha. It is the form of all transcendental mellows. Purnaha Shuddho Nitya Mukto. It is complete and pure without any material contaminations, always liberated and spiritual.
Abhinatvam nama namino.
Bhinnatvam Nama
Abhinatvam ఇది అక్కడ
Abhinnatvam Nama Naminaha.
నామినో.
This is because Krishna's name and Krishna himself are identical.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Yes, Hare Krishna. Lavanya, you want to do Haribol? Hare Krishna, Lavanya.
You please carry on.
Okay. So 134 to 136, let me read this one. Blunt material senses cannot understand Krishna's name, body, and pastimes, which are all spiritual, blissful, and identical to Krishna. They are manifested independently, Swaprakasha. Ata eva Krishnera nama deha vilasa prakrutendriya grahyana he aya Swaprakasha. Krishna nama Krishna guna Krishna leela vranda Krishnera swarupa sama sabachidananda. This was meaning here only. I mean, material senses cannot understand Krishna. That is the meaning. 136, understanding Krishna by seva. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. 1 to 234. Atha Sri Krishna Namadi, Krishna's holy name, form, qualities, and pastimes. Nabhave Edgrahyam Indriyai, cannot be appreciated by the material senses. Seva Unmukhe Jihvadau, when one is engaged in his service with the tongue by chanting and tasting his remnants. Swayam Eva Spuratyadaha, they will personally manifest. Thus one gradually comes to understand who Krishna really is. Tongue etla use cheyalanedi. How to utilize our tongue by chanting and tasting. So cannot appreciate by material senses. But when it will be appreciated through the material senses only when we use it right purpose. You know, the speaking propensity and the main speaking and tasting, right? Tasting food remnants and speaking, the uttering, not blabbering, uttering holy names, speaking about Krishna Katha, tasting remnants of it. That's where we will be able to understand Krishna. Haribol. One more thing, one more section. Let me read. 137 to 138. The mellows of Krishna's pastimes, Leela Rasa, which are full of bliss, attract the Gyanis from the pleasure of Brahman realization, Brahmananda, and conquer him. Although Sukadeva Goswami was absorbed in Brahmananda earlier, he became attracted by the most melodious pastimes of Sri Krishna, and therefore mercifully spoke Srimad Bhagavatam, which describes the activities of Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 12:12:69. We will refer at the end, okay? 12:12:69. So again, you all continue. Lavish Prabhu, want to do? Raju Prabhu? Anyone, any new devotee join? Let me see.
Hare Krishna.
Actually, I am outside. Lot noise is there.
Yes, Prabhu?
నేను కూడా జాయిన్ అయ్యాను.
Yeah, it's Adutan Prabhu, Sapan Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu, Raju Prabhu, and Lovish Prabhu, what did you say?
No, I didn't say, Prabhuji. I want to read. If anybody wants to read, they can read.
Yeah, read. I said I heard something from Lovish Prabhu.
Lovish Prabhuji.
Lavish Prabhu, you want to read? Hari Bol? What do you want to say? Okay, continue, Prabhu. Raju.
Prabhuji, I'm sorry, I'm traveling on road, so lot of
Acha,
noise is
okay,
there.
okay, okay. Then hearing. Switch to
Yeah.
hear. Hari Bol. Thank you. Go ahead, Raju Prabhu. 139.
137, 139, 139 to 140. Krishna's transcendental qualities are blissful and relishable and attract even the minds of self-realized person from the bliss of self-relation. Brahmananda Haite Purananda, Purnananda Krishna Guna Ateva Aksharasaye Atmaram Mera Mana. Atmara, ఒకసారి చదవండి రోజు నాకు క్లాస్. Girish Prabhu, please, can you do it this one?
Sloka Master. Let me try. Okay. Before taking help from Sloka Master. So let me try.
Oh, Srimad Bhagavatam రోజు. Okay.
Bhagavatam verse. Try చేయండి. చేస్తారా?
Okay. లేదు రోజు నాకు.
బ్రహ్మానంద హైతే పూర్ణానంద కృష్ణ గుణ అత ఏవ ఆకర్షయే ఆత్మారామే రమణ ఆత్మారామశ్చ మునయో నిర్గ్రంథ అపి ఉరుక్రమే కుర్వంత్య హైతుకి భక్తిం ఇత్తం భూత గుణో హరి. ఏదో చేసిన బట్ ఇట్స్ ఓకే. లలిత్ ప్రభు ప్రొఫెషనల్ రిసైట్.
ప్రభుజీ ఇది 2 శ్లోకాలు ప్రభు.
different శ్లోకాస్.
రెండు డిఫరెంట్ శ్లోకాస్. 1.79, 710 అట్లా అన్నమాట.
చేస్తారా ఒకసారి చేయండి.
ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ కింద చేయను ప్రభు, పై చేయను.
రెండు చేస్తే ఆయన కంటిన్యూ రీడ్ చేస్తారు.
ఏంటి కంప్లీట్లీ బ్లాంక్ ప్రభు. ఐ వాజ్ ఇంటూ కంప్లీట్ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్.
బ్రహ్మానంద అయితే పూర్ణానంద కృష్ణ గుణ.
అది కాదు ప్రభు, ఎందులో చెక్ చేయాలని. సెకండ్ చిన్నది వచ్చింది కదా,
నేను ట్రై చేయాలి ప్రభు ఫస్ట్.
సెకండ్ చేయండి. ఐఎమ్ కంప్లీట్లీ బ్లాంక్.
బ్రహ్మానంద హైతే పూర్ణానంద కృష్ణ గుణ అతైవ ఆకర్షయే ఆత్మారామే రమణ. If this is Chaitanya Charitamrita, then it will be different. Brahmananda haite Purnananda Krishna Guna Ateva Akarshaye Atmarame Ramana.
నిర్గంధ అపి ఉరుక్రమే
హరి బోల్. చలో కంటిన్యూ. ఇక్కడ Krishna's transcendental qualities are blissful and relishable and attract even the minds of self-realized person from the bliss of self-realization. 1710 is the Atma Ramashamuni. Actually, Sri Chaitanya, this is the verse only 1710, but this one it's part of 139, 140, right? 139, this one, okay. CC Madhya 139 verse. In the 140, they directly quoted this verse, okay. 140. So 139.
Let me do it. If I can.
చేయండి.
మీరు చెప్పండి చెప్పండి.
చెప్పండి. CC Madhya 17. I'm just checking. 139. So 139 talks about Brahmananda, and the next verse is directly from Bhagavatam.
1710 is from Bhagavatam. 179 పై రెండు ఏంటంటే ఇది చైతన్య చరితామృత యాక్చువల్లీ.
అదే ఆ మీటర్ చేసి చేయండి ప్రభు. yes.
సరే. ఓకే. కంప్లీట్ బ్లాంక్ అయిపోయింది. ఇది ఇందులో వస్తాను. బ్రహ్మానంద హైతే పూర్ణానంద కృష్ణ గుణ ఆత ఏవ ఆకర్షయే ఆత్మారామే మాన ఆత్మారామాశ్చ మునయో నిర్గంథా అప్యురుక్రమే కుర్వంత్య హైతు కిం భక్తిం ఇత్తం భూత గుణో హరి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభుజీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
So yes, Prabhu. Raju Prabhu, continue please. Prabhu, Raju Prabhu.
141 to 40. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. 141 to 142. Even the aroma of tulasi offered at Krishna's lotus feet attract the minds of the self-reliant persons. 142. The transformation of Kumaras. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.15.43. तस्यारविन्दनयनस्य पदारविन्द किञ्जल्कमिश्र तुलसी मकरन्दवायु. When the breeze carrying the aroma of tulasi leaves and saffron from the lotus feet of the lotus-eyed Lord.
Gurtundi tune, very good. Very nice.
Antargatasva vivarena chakara tesham Sanshobham akshara jusam apichitta tanvu. Entered through the nostrils into the heart of the Kumara. They felt a change in both body and mind, though they were attached to the impersonal Brahman understanding. Note point: an impersonalist can become a Vaishnava in the association of devotee if he is not an offender at the lotus feet of the Lord. However, if he is an offender, he cannot be converted even by the association of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mayavadis constantly blaspheme the Lord by saying that he has no head, hands, or legs, and thus they remain offenders for many births, though they have partially realized Brahman. Can you continue, please?
Continue.
Yeah,
Finish.
143. Mayavadis are great offenders and atheistic philosopher. Maha Bahirmukhi. Therefore, Krishna's holy name does not come from their mouths. 144 to 145. I came here to sell my emotional ecstatic sentiments, Bhavakali, in Kashi, but I cannot find any customers. I have brought a heavy load and take it back again is very difficult. Therefore, if I get but a function of price, I shall sell it here in Kashi. Bhari bhoja lana ailana kemane lana yaba alpa swalpa mulya paile retahi vachiba pechiba. 146. The Lord departs. The Lord Chaitanya accepted that Brahmana has his devotee. The next morning, rising very early, the Lord started for Mathura. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Sabam Prabhu, read.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya arrives at Mathura. All three devotees started to follow Lord Chaitanya, but he forbade them. Feeling separation, viraha, they used to meet and glorify the Lord's holy qualities, gunagana. Thus they were absorbed in ecstatic love, prema matta. Lord Chaitanya went to Prayaga, bathed at the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna, and visited Veni Madhava temple, where he chanted and danced in ecstatic love. Seeing the river Yamuna, he jumped into it. Balabhadra Bhattacharya hastily caught him and carefully raised him up again. The Lord stayed at Prayaga for 3 days and delivered the people by giving Krishna Nama and Prema. He gave Krishna Nama Prema wherever he rested on the way to Mathura. Previously, he also made many Vaishnavas in southern and western India. Wherever he saw Yamuna on the way to Mathura, he would immediately jump in, falling unconscious in the water in the ecstasy of love of Krishna.
Complete.
When he reached Mathura, he fell to the ground and offered obeisances with great ecstatic love. He took bath at Vishrama Ghata, visited Krishna's birthplace, saw the Keshavji deity, and offered obeisances. He chanted, danced, and made loud vibrations, and all the people were astonished to see his ecstatic love. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Just checking. Yeah, we will read this part also. Yeah. I will read some part and next please read. 158 to 189. Lord Chaitanya's interactions with the Sanodiya Brahmana. 158 to 168. Those three verses. A Brahmana dances with the Lord. One Brahmana fell at the Lord's lotus feet and began to dance with him in ecstatic love. They both embraced, raising their arms. They said, "Chant Hari Krishna." All the people chanted, "Hari Hari." The priest in Keshava's service offered Lord Chaitanya a garland. 161 to 163. People wondered and spoke, Such a transcendental love is not ordinary. Simply by seeing Lord Chaitanya, everyone is maddened with love of Krishna and laughing, crying, dancing, and chanting Krishna Nama. Certainly, he is in all respects the incarnation of Lord Krishna. Now he has come to Mathura to deliver everyone. 164 to 165. Lord Chaitanya asked the Brahmana in a solitary place, "You are an elderly Brahmana, simple, Sarala, and advanced in spiritual life, Arya. Where from have you gotten this transcendental opulence of ecstatic love for Krishna? Premadhana. Premadhana. Golokera Premadhana. Dash. Chapani Haribol. Golokera Premadhana. Haribol, Haribol. Golokera Premadhana. Dash. Chapani. Are you all with me? Haribol, Hare Krishna. Golokera Premadhana.
Harinam Sankirtan.
అదే కదా ప్రభు అది సో ప్రేమధన హరినామ్ సంకీర్తన ఇస్ ప్రేమధన 166 1 to 169. Brahmana Srila Mahadavendra Puri came to Madhura on his tour and visited my house. He accepted me as a disciple and took lunch at my home, installed and served the Gopala deity, who is still being worshipped at Govardhana Hill. Lord Chaitanya immediately offered obeisances at his feet. Becoming fearful, the Brahmana also immediately fell at the Lord's feet. 170. Lord Chaitanya, you are on the platform of my Guru, and I am your disciple. It is not befitting that you offer me obeisances. 171 to 173. Brahmana, you are a sannyasi. Upon seeing your ecstatic love, I can just imagine that you must have some relationship with Madhavendra Puri. Without him, even a scent of such transcendental ecstatic love for Krishna is impossible. 174 to 175. Balabhadra Bhattacharya explained the relationship between Madhavendra Puri and Lord Chaitanya. The Brahmana became pleased and began to dance. He then took the Lord to his home and out of his own free will served him in various ways. Yeah, I'm just checking a few things. A. Okay. I'll read until this until here. Then Lalit Manro, please complete it. Okay. So another section 176 to 187A, those verses, those bunch of verses. Lord Chaitanya accepts food cooked by the Sanodiya Brahmana. Actually, this section. No? So 176A, the Brahmana asked Balabhadra to cook Lord Chaitanya's lunch. 176B to 178, Lord Chaitanya smilingly spoke, Madhavendra Puri took lunch at your place. Therefore, you may cook and give me food. That is my instruction. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. Bhagavad Gita 3.21. Yadyad acharati sreshta. 179 to 181a. Although the Brahmana belonged to the Sanodiya community, he behaved like a Vaishnava. For this reason, Madhavendra Puri accepted him as his disciple and took food cooked by him. Although a sannyasi generally doesn't accept food from such a Brahmana. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya willingly requested food from him. Continue, Jain Prabhuji, Karmi. Yeah.
181B. Yeah. 181B to 183. The Brahmana humbly said, "It is great fortune for me to offer you food. You are the Supreme Lord. And being in transcendental position, you are not restricted in any way. Foolish people will blaspheme you, but I shall not tolerate the words of such mischievous people." Note point. A pure devotee does not like to flatter high-class Brahmanas who belong to the non-Vaishnava community, and he has the power to challenge them. His brave statements are not to be considered proud or puffed up, but straightforward. Text 184 to 186. Lord Chaitanya speaks about sadhu vyavahara. The Vedas, Shruti, Puranas, Smriti, and sages, rishis are not always in agreement, ekamata nahe, with one another, and thus there are different religious principles, dharmas. A devotee's behavior establishes the true purpose of religious principles. The behavior of Madhavendra Puri is the essence of such religious principles. Dharmastapana hetu sadhura vyavahara puri goshaniraye acharana se dharmasara. Okay, so धर्मस्थापना हेतु साधुरा व्यवहार पूरी घोषा निराये आचरण से dharmasara. Okay, follow the footsteps of Mahajanas. Okay, this is Mahabharata. Tarko pratishtha shrutayo vibhinna nasa vrishirya matam na bhinnam dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya mahajano yena gata sapanta. Tarko pratishtha shrutayo vibhinna. Dry arguments are inconclusive when one cannot ascertain dharma simply by studying the Vedas. Nasavrishirya matam na bhinnam. A great man whose opinion does not differ from others is not considered a great sage. A great man whose opinion does not differ from others is not considered a great sage. Okay. Dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. The solid truth of religious principles is hidden in the heart of a self-realized person. Mahajano yena gatasapanta. Thus, the pure, unadulterated path is that which is advocated by the Mahajanas. Haribol. Okay.
Okay.
Note point. Prabhu, should I continue or should I stop it here?
Finish it, Prabhu. It's okay.
Okay. Mundane Mahajanas. For a conditioned soul, busy in sense gratification, a Mahajana is recognized according to the proportion of sense gratification he offers. Prabhu, one more time I will read. It is very, very touching to me. Mundane Mahajanas. For a conditioned soul, busy in sense gratification, a Mahajana is recognized according to proportion of sense gratification he offers. Sometimes fruity workers, dry philosophers, non-devotees, mystic yogis, and materialists are considered Mahajanas. For instance, for a businessman, a certain banker is a Mahajana. For karmis, Jaimini. For yogis, Patanjali. For jnanis, atheist Kapila. For demons, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, etc. For anthropologists, Darwin, and so on. Spiritual Mahajanas. The only motive must be Krishna Bhakti. We have to follow the footsteps of Mahajanas in the disciplic succession. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.3.20 states 12 Mahajanas. Brahma, Narada, Shambhu, the four Kumaras, Kapila, Manu, Prahalada, Janaka, Bhishma, Bali, Sukadeva, and Yamaraja. To select our Mahajanas in the Gaudiya Sampradaya, we have to follow in the footsteps of Lord Chaitanya and his representatives like Swarupa Damodara Goswami, the 6 Goswamis, and others. Imitation Mahajanas. One who tries to imitate the Mahajanas just to become an imitative guru is certainly far away from following the footsteps of Mahajanas. 187a, then the Brahmanas served the lunch to Chaitanya. 187 Bravo and 189. Then thousands of people came to see Lord Chaitanya, who then gave them audience. He raised his arms and said loudly, Hari Bol. The people responded and became ecstatic and danced vibrating Hari. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's a bit lengthier one, but it's okay. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Thank you, Prabhu. Then thousands of people came to see Lord Chaitanya, who then gave them audience. He raised his arms and said loudly, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. The people responded and became ecstatic and danced vibrating Hari. So, just few things here. This one we're supposed to read. The Melodies of Krishna's Pastimes, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam 12:12-69. And I want to share that verse quickly. Hari Bol. So this one, Prabhu. 12:12:69. Let me read translation. You recite, Prabhu. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master, the son of Vyasadeva, Sukadeva Goswami. It is he who defeats all inauspicious things within this universe. Although in the beginning he was absorbed in the happiness of Brahman realization and was living in a secluded place, giving up all other types of consciousness, he became attracted by the pleasing, most melodious pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna. He therefore mercifully spoke the supreme Purana, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the bright light of the absolute truth and which describes the activities of the Lord. So this is the last verse of 12 cantos, right? The glories another 12 cantos. How many chapters there? 12 cantos, 13 large. Okay, before that one. The topics of Srimad Bhagavatam summarized. So that's where this verse, Prabhu. Yeah. So, Sukadeva Goswami, he was in impersonal realization that way. But while he got to know about the activities of Supreme Lord, that verse is the beautiful form of Supreme Lord. Talilambara, what is that verse? Gunja Avatara, Paripuchala, that verse. So, and he got attracted with the activities of Supreme Lord and is onto the absolute truth. Is understanding the Bhagavan realization and serving like that. Okay. Recite Prabhu once, then we'll go to our slokas, RudraGita.
Yes, Prabhu. Just a minute, Prabhu. What is that? Sarathya Pasha. स्वसुखानिवृतचेतस्तद्विदुस्थानभावोऽप्यजितारुचितलीला कृष्णसारस्तदीयम् स्वसुखानिवृतचेतस्तद्विदुस्थान्यभावो अप्यजितारुचिरलीला कृष्णसारस्तदीयम् व्यतनूतकृपया यस्तत्त्वदीपं पुराणम् तम् अखिलवृजिनं घ्नं व्याससुनं नतोऽस्मि.
Haribol. Thank you, Prabhuji. ఒకసారి నేను చేస్తాను. స్వసుఖ నివృత చేతస్తద్వ్యుదస్తాన్య భావోప్య అజిత రుచిర
అప్యజితం చదవండి ప్రభుజీ.
అప్యజిత రుచిర లీలాకృష్ట సారస్ తదీయం వ్యాతానుత కృపయా యస్తత్వదీపం పురాణం తమ్ అఖిల వృజినగృహ్ణం వ్యాససునం నతోస్మి. అసలు ఇది ఎవరు చెప్తారు కన్వర్జేషన్? ఇది ఏంటిది?
ఇది లాస్ట్ లో అంటే 12 అంటే ప్రభుజీ కన్వర్జేషన్ అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోద్ది. ఎవరు ఫస్ట్ ఇద్దరు ఉన్నారు కదా మన అదే దాని కింద చెట్టు కింద
సూత గోస్వామి,
సూత గోస్వామి టు నైమిషారణ్య, సేజెస్ ఆఫ్ నైమిషారణ్యకి వెళ్ళిపోద్ది.
ఏ చెట్టు కింద ప్రభు?
దాన్ని ఏమో నైమిషారణ్యం, అదేదో చెట్టు కింద వస్తారు ప్రభుజీ. మర్చిపోయినాను అది, సారీ.
Yes, 60,000 sages headed by Shaunakadi Rishis and Sudha Goswami speaking, right? That one?
Yes, Prabhu.
అంటే ఇది
Sutta Goswami is paying respects to Sukadeva Goswami because he heard from him.
అదే అంటే ఇప్పుడు పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే సుఖదేవ గోస్వామి ఆల్సో ఈ వాజ్ ఇన్ ద until he got to know the personal realization or activity of Supreme Lord, he was also happy with the impersonal realization, right? అక్కనే కదా, అదే కదా చెప్పేది.
అహోబకీయం ప్లస్ అదేంటది మన బర్హాపీఠం, అది విన్నంత వరకు ఆయన మారలేదన్న.
Haribol. Thank you so much, all the devotees, for participating reading activity. And now recitation quickly we will do, and then you can wrap up. Okay? Yeah. ఇంకొక వర్స్ ఈ వారం రుద్రగీత. I'm just sharing 1 minute. ఇంకో వర్స్ చేసి ప్రాక్టీస్ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్. ఎస్ ప్రభు, కంటిన్యూ. నిన్న ఇదైందా ప్రభు?
ప్రభు ఒక్క నిమిషం ప్రభు. చెప్పండి ప్రభు. సారీ, ఇది 62 ప్రభు మనం చేయాల్సింది. 62 కాదు, 64 అనుకుంటా.
64 ఓకే
64 ప్రభు. 63 అయింది.
64 చేయండి ప్రభు.
సృష్టం స్వసత్యేదమను ప్రవిష్టాశ్చతుర్విధం పురమాత్మకేన. సృష్టం స్వసత్యేదమను ప్రవిష్టాశ్చతుర్విధం పురమాత్మాంశకేన. అతో విదుష్టం పురుషం సంతమంతర్భుంక్తే ఋషికైర్మధుసారగమ్యః. ఎస్ ప్రభు. సృష్టం స్వసత్యేదం అనుప్రవిష్టాశ్చతుర్విధం. అనుప్రవిష్టాశ్చతుర్విధం. Okay, yesterday and day before yesterday we were discussing about Lord Rudra glorifying to Lord Vishnu that before Brahma's creation it is you who created primary creation. Okay, how did he create primary creation? Prakriti first, and then he will glance on the Prakriti, and then the Prakriti will turn into the Mahatattva, and again Mahatattva will be transformed into Ahankara, and Ahankara will be having 3 modes. Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about those 3 modes, and from those 3 modes again different entities comes, like the senses, sense objects, and sense devatas, mind, all these things. Okay, and intelligence, they all come from what? This Ahankara only. That was what described yesterday. And today Lord Rudra is telling, now with all these living entities, okay, the living entities which came by your glance, and the living entities who are devatas, and whatever living entities has been created thus forth, henceforth, all of them are being accompanied by you. Okay, and here the word Chaturvidham. Chaturvidham is a bit important because there are 4 kinds of living entities classified by taking their birth. Okay, like human beings, they take birth and they will drink milk. We are called as mammals actually. Okay, and there are birds who take birth by egg, and there are some insects who take birth by perspiration, and there is one more kind of category who takes birth by
seed
different thing. Seed, yes, these are the 4 types. Okay, so with all these living entities you are accompanying in your form of Paramatma. Okay, in every living entity, that is the greatness of yours, and all these things got activated only when you entered them as a Paramatma. This is what Rudra wants to glorify to Lord Sri Mahavishnu here. Okay, Srishtam Swasakyedam. All this Shakti is Swa, yours. Which Shakti? Srishtam means creation. All this creational energy is yours. Anupravishtas. And what did you do? Anupravishta means Graha Pravesham. Anupravesham means you have entered into it. Chaturvidam Puram. Okay, in different ways, 4 ways. Okay, Atma Sakshena. In which way? Like a Atma Sakshi. What is Atma Sakshi? Paramatma. Okay, Ato Vidustam Purusham Santam Antar. Ato Vidustam Purusham Santam Antar. Santam Antar means you are actually existing within and you enjoy. Okay, what is the Lord one? Bhunkte Hrishikair Madhusara Gamyaha. The so-called happiness of this material world creation is exactly like the bee's enjoyment of honey after it has been collected in the honeycomb. So here the next 2 lines actually Lord Rudra is telling, it is actually you who are the ultimate enjoyer, but generally the souls think that they are enjoyers, and their thinking is like honeycombs collection of honey and keeping in the the hive. So what happens at last? the honey catcher will come and then he will completely catch all the honey. Okay, that is how the happiness in this material world is. But who is the actual enjoyer? It is you who sees all these activities. Two devotees with synonyms and two devotees with translation.
Yeah, I'll do synonyms, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Shrishtam, in the creation. Swa Saktya, by your own potency. Idam, this cosmic manifestation. Anupravishtaha, entering afterward. Chatuvidam, four kinds of Puram, bodies. Atma Amsakena, by your own part and parcel. Ato, therefore, Vidu, no. Tam, him. Purusham, the enjoyer. Santam, existing. Antaha, within. Umte, enjoys. Rishika, by the senses. Madhu, sweetness. Saragam, honey. Ya, one who. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, one more devotee. Can go with the synonyms.
Hare Krishna, devotees. Let me do, okay. Srishtam, in the creation. Swasaktya, by your own potency. Idam, this cosmic manifestation. Anupravistaha, entering afterward. Chatuvidam, four kinds of Puram, bodies. Atma Amshakena, by your own part and parcel. Ato, therefore. Viduhu, no. Tam, him. Purusham, the enjoyer. Santam, existing. Antaha, within. Bhunte, enjoys. Rishikaihi, by the senses. Madhu, sweetness. Saragham, honey. Yaha, one who. Anybody devotees? It's okay, Prabhu.
Vani Mataji, can you do translation?
Well, the hearing, I don't know, Prabhu.
Yeah, నేను చేసి Prabhu, ఎవరు చేయకపోతే.
Yeah, change.
Change, మొత్తం change.
Translation చేయనా?
Translation.
Okay. My dear Lord, after creating by your own potencies, you enter within the creation in four kinds of forms. Being within the hearts of living entities, you know them and know how they are enjoying their senses. The so-called happiness of this material creation is exactly like the bee's enjoyment of honey after it has been collected in the honeycomb.
I'll do.
Thank you.
Translation. Thank you, Madhya. My dear Lord, after creating by your own potencies, you enter within the creation in four kinds of forms. Being within the hearts of the living entities, you know them and know how they are enjoying their senses. The so-called happiness of this material world, material creation, is exactly like the bee's enjoyment of honey after it has been collected in the honeycomb. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Oh, there are one important word here, one tongue twister here. So can you please repeat after me?
Yes.
Puramatmamshakena.
Puramatmamshakena.
Please repeat. It will give you tough time. Puramatmamshakena.
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 Okay. So please repeat after me. We will go with the regular recitation. Srishtam svasatyedam anupravishtas.
Shrishtam svasatyedam anupravishtas.
Srishtam svasatyedam anupravishtas.
Shrishtam svasatyedam anupravishtas.
Srishtam svasatyedam anupravishtas.
Shrishtam svasatyedam anupravishtas.
Okay, shall we go with two more times? Srishtam svasatyedam anupravishtas.
सृष्टं वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टास्
मनुप्रविष्टास्
सृष्टं स्वसख्येदमनुप्रविष्टास्
सृष्टं वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टास्
मनुप्रविष्टास्
सृष्टं स्वसख्येदमनुप्रविष्टास्
सृष्टं वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टास्
चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन
चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां सखेन
चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन
चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मा सखेन
चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन
चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां सखेन
अथो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर्
अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर्
अथो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर्
अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर्
अथो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर्
अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर्
भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारघं यः
भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारघं यः
भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारघं यः
भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
Okay, two lines together now. सृष्टं स्वसख्येदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन
सृष्टं स्वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टाश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मा सखेन
सृष्टं स्वसख्येदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन
सृष्टं स्वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टाश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां सखेन
सृष्टं स्वसख्येदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन
सृष्टं स्वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टाश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां सखेन
अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर् भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
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 all the four lines together now. सृष्टं स्वसख्येदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर् भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
सृष्टं स्वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां सखेन अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर् भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
ఎవరో పిలిచినట్టున్నారు మధ్య someone called me to in between
No one, Prabhu.
okay सृष्टं स्वसख्येदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर् भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
सृष्टं स्वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरम् आत्मां सखेन अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर् भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
सृष्टं स्वसख्येदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरमात्मां शकेन अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर् भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
सृष्टं स्वसक्तेदमनुप्रविष्टश्चतुर्विधं पुरम् आत्मां सखेन अतो विदुस्तं पुरुषं सन्तमन्तर् भुङ्क्ते ऋषिकैर्मधुसारगं यः
Thank you so much, sir. Prabhuji, I am done, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Giriraj Prabhu, are you there? Okay. Sapan Prabhu, you can read and you can leave. You can recite and leave.
Okay, Prabhuji. Shrishtam svasaktyedamanupravishtas chaturvidam puram atmam sakena ato vidustam purusham santamantar bhumte rishikeer madhusaragamyaha. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Who else? Okay, Muralidhar Prabhu, can you try? Hare Krishna. Muralidhar Prabhu, unnara? Okay, Vani Mataji, can you please go ahead?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Shrishtam spashakyedam anupravishtas. పోయింది నేను మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను చూడండి.
చేయండి.
సృష్టం స్వశకేదం అనుప్రవిష్టస్ చతుర్విధం పురం ఆత్మం శకేన అథో విదస్తం పురుషం సతం అంతర్ ఋషికే మధుసార గమ్యః. సృష్టం స్వశకేదం ఇది సర్వా హౌ డు యు స్పెల్ ష ఆర్ సర్?
శక్తిలో ష.
శక్యేదం. ఓకే.
సృష్టం స్వశక్యేదమనుప్రవిష్ట.
సృష్టం స్వశక్యేదం అనుప్రవిష్ట
చతుర్విధం పురమాత్మాం శకేన.
పురం ఆత్మం శకేన అథో విదుస్తం పురం పురుషం సంతం అంతర్ భూంతే ఋషికేర్ మధుసరగమ్యః.
మధుసారగమ్యః.
భూంతే ఋషికేర్ మధుసారగమ్యః. సృష్టం శక్తేదం. This was a little tough one. Okay.
సృష్టం స్వశక్యే. శక్తి దగ్గర వ్యాప్ తీసుకోండి మాతాజీ. దమ్ అనుప్రవిష్ట.
సృష్టం స్వశక్తేదం అనుప్రవిష్టాస్. కరెక్ట్ వచ్చిందా ఫస్ట్ లైన్?
సృష్టం స్వశక్యే దమ్ అనుప్రవిష్ట. లాస్ట్ కరెక్ట్ చదివినారు మాతాజీ.
స్వశక్త్యేద
దమ్ అనుప్రవిష్ట.
సృష్టం స్వశక్త్యేదమనుప్రవిష్టాస్.
సృష్టం స్వశక్తేదం అనుప్రవిష్టాస్.
పర్ఫెక్ట్. కరెక్ట్ మాతాజీ. లావణ్య మాతాజీ, కెన్ యు డు ఇట్? ఓకే. మురళీధర్ ప్రభు, మీరు చేయగలరా?
ట్రై చేస్తాం ప్రభుజీ. సృష్టం స్వశక్త్యేదమనుప్రవిష్టాశ్చతుర్విధం పురమాత్మాం శకేన అథో విదుస్తం పురుషస్తమంతర్ భుంక్తే హృషికైర్మధుసారగమ్యః.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Yeah, Giraj Prabhu, we are done, Prabhu.
Hari bol, Prabhu.
Yeah, you can practice and then you can. Thank you so much.
Srishtam swasaktyedam anupravistas chaturvidham puramatma sakena. One second, Prabhu. Voice little. Ato vidustam purusham santamantar bhumte rishikair madhusaragamyah. Srishtam swasaktyedam anupravistas chaturvidham puramatmam sakena ato vidustam purusham santamantar bhumte rishikair madhusaragamya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, devotees. Panchakalpatarul Veshal Pasinda Vajapatitanam Bhavan Vaishnav Namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnav ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gandharashram Bhagavatam ki jai. Rudragitam ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Gaura Hari Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. See you all on Monday. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.